Back in the days, if you had a car with a liftback, most likely you had to manually open and close it. When SUVs became more common, power liftgates, or trunks, have become more widespread. Not only SUVs have power liftgates, hatchbacks, minivans, and even sedans offer some level of trunk tailgates. So a power liftgate uses a motor to open and close the hatch electronically. You can activate the system by pressing or holding a button inside the car, the key fob, or even the hatch itself. One feature that makes the power liftgate more useful and attractive is the ability to open it hands-free. Ford Motor Company was one of the first automakers to introduce a hands-free power liftgate that allowed you to open or close it by waving your foot under the rear bumper. Hyundai, Kia, and Genesis have models with hands-free power liftgates that open 3 seconds after detecting the key fob is close proximity to the trunk. In 2016, Lexus introduced on the RX a sensor behind the rear badge that what you need to do was hover your hand over the Lexus logo and it would initiate the opening of the liftgate. So now in 2022, the Lexus NX comes with a kick sensor and a close and walk away liftgate. In this video, we will have a look at the two features of the NX. So now we see how the kick sensor works. I've seen many YouTube reviewers swiping their legs under the vehicle to get the kick sensor to work. It's not a very good way to open the liftgate, as you can easily lose balance. All you really need to do is just kick it. It's a kick sensor, it's not a swipe sensor. In the first generation NX in 2015, we had a power liftgate that can open and close. If you close the liftgate, you will need to press the lock button right above the license plate. It was until 2018, the NX, the refresh version, where I had the lock button, where it gave us the ability to close the liftgate and lock the trunk in one press of a button. And now in the second generation NX, starting from 2022, we now have a new feature, close and lock or walk away function. This is a feature that I was actually not aware of until I picked up my NX. My wife was trying to close the liftgate and lock it like my previous 2018, and she was not able to do so. From the two buttons, you would see the first one to the left was the normal close button, and the button to the right was the same icon but with a lock. So common sense would just think that it's the same lock button in the previous generation. So in the upcoming videos that I'll be showing, I will be pressing the right button where we have the lock. So the basics is you press on that button and it'll beep at you, and then when you walk away, it will then close the liftgate and lock the door. So the purpose of this is when you press the button, it allows you to go and pick up whatever you have in your trunk, take it out, and walk away without having to press the button or lock the doors again. So we're going to do this again. So I press the button, I can actually go in and take whatever's in the trunk and then walk away. So this time I'm using the kick sensor. So I use the kick sensor to open the liftgate. So now then I'll press the lock and close away button. I do whatever I need to do and I walk away. And I forgot something. So I walk back and you see that the trunk has now stopped from closing. You can press on the button again and then it will reopen. I in fact learned this the hard way because I was in my garage, I pressed the button, I walked away, and it started closing, then I was actually going back into the house. And then suddenly, the door didn't close. So you have to be careful of how you use this close and walk away. If you do need to walk away, just make sure when you press the button, don't go backwards, just walk and go forward. Then the door will close properly. So the most important thing when you're using this feature is don't walk back and forth between the car while it's closing. You just walk away from it and then it will close properly. If you keep on walking back and forth, the liftgate will stop and then it'll be a little bit of pain. So there is actually another feature that is not available out of the box. You do need to do the Lexus personalized service and actually have this feature turned on. So there is a feature called HandsFree Close and Lock Walk Away function. So what that really means is similar to the close and lock walk away function, but this time is with the kick sensor. So in order for this to work, you do need to go to your Lexus dealership, have the Lexus personalized service done, and have the hands-free close and lock function enabled. You cannot do this through the Lexus interface. This needs to be done through the Lexus dealership, or if you do have an OBD2 reader, you can actually do it yourself. And I do have a video on how to do the personalized settings if you have that device. My vehicle does not have this feature turned on, so I just mimic the scenario using two videos to show you what it feels like. So you use the kick sensor and then after that it will lock the vehicle. So how does this work? So this is what Lexus says. If the power door is closed, using a hands-free powered backdoor close operation while carrying the electronic key, all the doors will be locked at the same time. So when you move away from the back door, it will automatically fully close, and after it's closed, it will then lock. But if you walk back towards it, the closing operation will stop, similar to the other situation that we have. And as like the other close and walk away function, the buzzing is actually a different sound. So in order for this hands-free close and walk away function to operate properly, there are 6 conditions that have to be satisfied before this will work. So the first one is, as I said, you have to have this hands-free close and lock function setting turned on using the personalization service. And then the second thing is the hands-free power backdoor operation conditions are actually met. So in order for that to work, you need to make sure your kick sensor conditions also are satisfied. Then the third one is the electronic key is not detected within the vehicle. The fourth one is all the doors except the lift back is closed. And then the next one is the brake pedal is not pressed. And the last one is the car is actually powered off. So I believe many of you have used this feature already and are having trouble. At the Lexus forums, I've seen a lot of people saying that they try to use this feature and it doesn't work. And you can see, based on when I was recording this, I also have the same challenge. I click on that button, I pretend I was going to take things out, and I walk away. And the door does not close. It just beeps at you and it stops. So I was looking at how does this happen, and looking at the manual, it does say a few things, but it seems a little bit on and off. So I'm not sure why this occurs, but I'll give you some tips on what Lexus says that we should be looking at. So for the close and walk away function to function properly, Lexus have made 4 points. The first point is you should not have an electronic key detected inside the vehicle. The second thing is all the doors other than the power liftgate is closed. The third thing is the brake pedal is not pressed down. And the last one is the power switch is off. So these 4 conditions is the bare minimum to have this close and walk away function to work properly. So Lexus has also made 3 points that the situations where the close and walk away function may not work properly. The first situation is you have the electronic key on your hand and you use the same hand to press that button. The second situation is that your key is actually in a bag and it's placed on the ground. So meaning the key is far away from the car and the car is not able to detect that there's a key fob close by. And the third situation is very similar, where they're saying that the electronic key is not near the vehicle. So meaning the car has not detected the key around the vehicle, so then it will not allow you to close the door and lock. So from reading these 3 situations, I do feel that it's possible that the car does not detect the key and causing it to not be able to close and lock the vehicle. Don't know why this is the situation, but after I've actually recorded the parts where it did not work, I closed the liftgate normally, and then I just restarted again, and then it continued to work properly. So there seems to be some issues with the communication with the key and the vehicle itself. Hopefully this actually gets resolved with software updates. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, and share this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that alert button to get notified when new videos are posted. If you'd like to support the channel, you can definitely provide a super thanks. I'll see you guys again next time in the next video.